Okay, so one thing I never understood is why we have school nurses. Like, don't get me wrong, I get that in high school things can get a little bit rowdy sometimes, but to have a school nurse, like, really? And I already know that I already did a nurse story and you guys loved it, but the reason I'm recording this one is, well, recently I went back to my old high school and my buddy remembered this story that I had, and honestly, I forgot to tell it to you guys, so this one goes out to him. Thank you for reminding me about this when this happened, and honestly, this is gonna be insane. But before I do get into the story, make sure to do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Seriously, I tell a lot of crazy stories just like this one, so make sure you guys do that. And on top of that, not to mention, I'm also live on Bubba Gaming, so if you guys want to watch me live playing video games and at the same time telling crazy stories like this one, make sure you guys subscribe to that channel and also follow me on Instagram because I'm the hottest guy on the planet. Now anyways, guys, let's get straight into this crazy story. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba and welcome back to another insane story. So this story takes place, funny enough, back when I was in grade 9. So reminder, in grade 9 I wasn't much of a lady slayer, but I knew my way to talk around the ladies, if you know what I mean. Like, I knew like how to talk to them, interact with them, listen to them, but in terms of pulling them with my looks, well, I wasn't that good at it, to be honest, because, well, I was still hitting puberty. But anyways, I remember when you go into grade 9 in high school, there's this thing called the grade 9 shots, and basically when you're in grade 9 you have to get like this needle shot of some sort. I don't know what it's for really. I think it's for some kind of flu or something where you guys have to get a needle shot to make sure throughout the school you don't get crazily sick. I remember you get one back in middle school as well, but honestly it's really odd. I don't know much about it. Maybe you guys can search it up and tell me, but other than that, I had to get a shot. And me, I hate needles. Number one thing I hate is needles. If I can find any way to refuse getting a needle shot, I will. Like, especially during the pandemic when everyone was getting needle shots, dude, like I hated it. Like I didn't want to go. But anyways, I remember going on with the story. I remember the day of when we had to get that needle shot. My mom was telling me, Bubba, you have to go to school now. Please get ready. And I really did not want to go. I knew the shots were scheduled for that day, and I just really wanted to find a way to ditch school and stay at home and just, you know, not be there. Because I knew my parents scheduled me to go get a shot on that day. But it ended up the next morning, my mom telling me that I had to go. I got ready and I went to school. So my initial plan in the first block when I got to school was to skip. I wanted to skip basically the entire day, go to the mall and just hide out. But then I remember as I was walking down the hallway, basically feared and being terrified of what was going on, my friend runs up to me saying, yo, bro, did you see the school nurse, bro? Holy cow, dude, she's fine as hell. What is what I told him? You like the school nurse? Isn't she giving shots out today? Yeah, dude, but she's hot as hell. Trust me, man. Like, you gotta see her, bro. Like, I don't know who it is, but damn, she fine. I wish I got another shot. In my head, I'm thinking, like, what in the world? Are you serious? People are enjoying getting their shots because it was from someone hot? So I need to go investigate for myself. So I remember I ended up walking with my buddy down the hallway where the shots were happening at. And basically, when I was walking down it, I looked over to my side and I saw her, the school nurse. Except she wasn't our usual school nurse, which was an old cranky lady that no one liked. It was a school nurse that came in from a hospital that looked really attractive. Like, oh my goodness, dude. I looked at her and almost cried. She was some hot brunette, amazing looking girl with like blue eyes, and oh my goodness, like it was like never before seen. Honestly, I thought I was watching like a Disney movie at this point looking at her. So I remember I kind of like peeked through the door and saw her giving shots to other kids, and I was so happy. I knew, okay, you know what? Maybe getting a shot won't be half bad. Anyways, I remember the day went on, and every time like I would like go to my next class, I would see so many kids crying in the hallway because everyone hates getting shots. And I remember out of nowhere, I saw a girl walk up to me and she's like, I hate this. Like, I had to get 2 shots. Like, this sucks. I seriously hate it. And she kept walking down the hallway. I don't know why girls have to get 2 shots. As for the guys, just had to get 1. I don't know. I guess we're just better like that. But going on with the story, I remember basically it was lunchtime. And in lunchtime on this specific day, they're giving out cheesecake. And I love cheesecake. So I remember I ran out of the hallway once the bell rang and basically started sprinting for the cafeteria so I can get in line for the cheesecake before they ran out. And when I was running down the hallway, I remember I accidentally ran into the school nurse. I remember I basically just crashed into her and I fell down and she fell down as well. And I felt bad because once I looked at her, my eyes glue. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. And then she looked at me saying,
oh, hi. I don't believe we met.
Oh, hey, sorry. I didn't mean to run into you. Cheesecake in the cafeteria. You know what it is.
Oh, yeah. I was just headed down there. Can you show me where it is?
I remember when she asked me to show her where the cafeteria was, I was super excited. Like, I was like, no way. The school nurse is going to walk with me down my own school's hallway. Even though she was giving out shots, I'm not going to lie. Anyways, I remember I walked right beside her, showing her where the cafeteria was. And as I was walking with her, I was basically flirting with her throughout the whole thing. Like I said earlier, even though I was in grade 9 and still not the most attractive looking kid, I can easily say that I knew my way around the ladies. So I was talking to her about, you know, her career, what she likes, what's her future plans, basically anything to get her to keep talking talking instead of me. Because as a grade 9, my life wasn't that interesting. Anyways, going on with the story, I remember once I sat down with her and we both got cheesecake, we just started talking more and more, and I called her cute a couple times and stuff. Basically, I spit my W Riz, and from there, I remember she told me,
So, what block are you supposed to get your shots at, Baba?
oh, I'm supposed to get it in block 3 is what I told her. And I knew at that point, she definitely wanted to know when I was supposed to get my shots, because right after I said that, I remember she ended up saying,
Okay, I'll make sure I do your shots.
when she said that, I knew it was gonna go down. So I remember I ended up walking with her all the way to the part of the school where she was giving needle shots at. And I remember I let her go and I ended up going to my next class. But then block 3 came around. Now in block 3, I remember everyone in my class was shaking and a lot of people were nervous. And a lot of kids actually weren't in the classroom because they were all skipping. But me, I knew I had to get these shots. So I remember I ended up lining up and I ended up walking down the stairs with the whole class lined up behind them. And basically, we were laying on this wall, basically waiting for each one of us to go inside the classroom, get our shots that they were giving it in, and walking out. As I was waiting though, I remember as I was like sitting there for like 5 minutes or so, the nurse, the hot one, ends up running up to me and looks at me saying,
Baba, I'll take you in now.
wait, what? But there's so many people in front of me, is what I said afterwards. And then she said,
We're going into a different classroom.
when she said that, oh my goodness, I knew where it was gonna go, and I think you guys do too. Basically, me and her, we ended up going to a different classroom. This was actually pretty far away from where all the shots were originally supposed to happen. Anyways, we got really close as she was giving my shot, and when she did, I remember right after when she pulled the needle out, she ended up kissing me. Literally, this nurse kissed me. Warning, I think she was like 22, so she wasn't that old, but I was in grade 9, and I think when you're in grade 9, you're only like 14 to 15, and I knew I was 15 at this time, but you know what, it wasn't that bad. Anyways, me and her, we ended up getting closer and closer, and we ended up doing the Devil's Tango in the classroom, literally on the school chair that I was in. And then I remember as we were just doing that, basically, I remember a teacher ends up walking in the classroom because apparently someone told the teacher that the nurse was in this classroom specifically. And he walked in saying, what are you doing? Get off that student. And let's just say from there, I remember the nurse kept freaking out, saying that it wasn't her fault. But in reality, I'm gonna say it was, because I don't really feel like getting in trouble. And all I'm gonna say was that it was actually pretty cool because she was hot. But at the end of the day, I mean, it was pretty bad idea to do. I don't know. I guess this nurse just liked me anyway. But anyways, guys, that is basically it for today's story. Make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Seriously means a lot when you guys do. And on top of that, like I always say, fall for more embarrassing stories. Peace out, guys.
My name is Baba. I'm still on top of the world. Never taken with your mother. Of course, let's go. Should I make it a story? Let's click record. Got that TikTok with 2 mil hit different with some more. She said she love me, she got. Should I exit for sure? I got 100K for my life's work, so mama said bravo. All these people on my